thanks for joining me for the second part of this lesson. The first one looked at the intro solo from Joe Bonamassa's version of The Thriller's Gone. Also looked at the chords. This one's going to look at his first main solo, which takes place around the 140 mark. So B minor pentatonic again for the most part, a few additional notes. A little bit trickier than the intro one, but not too much more. So let's get stuck into it. So we're going to start off with this little lick. So that's 12 on the B. We want to kind of make that quite staccato. So we want a definite separation between that and the next note, which is 10 on the E string. So either use your right hand or your left, or a combination of both. So 12 on the B, stop, 10 on the E, and then 12 bend up and sound the release on the 12th fret. Pull off to the 10. Bend the 12 up again, one step. This time we don't want to hear the release. And finish with that, which is 10 on the E, 12 twice on the B string, back to 10 on the E, and then slide up. And make sure you vibrato on that second pick of the 12th fret of the B. And get a little... With those sliding up, people might disagree, but I don't think it matters too much where you're going up to. There's not really a destination note, at least not when I do it. And I can't really hear any destination note when he does it, so just get as much of that as you can. So putting that lick together again, it's... And then the next lick is going to be this. So that's 14 on the B, bend it up half a step, pick it again unbent, play the 12th on the B, 14 on the G, back to 12 on the B, bit of vibrato, and then... So that's going to be 14 on the G, 12 on the B, 15 on the B, and then bend up the 12th fret on the E string, a kind of just under half a step. It's a bit tricky to fingering on this. Really you need to use your first finger, but that's quite hard to bend with that, so do what you have to do, but it'd be very hard to change to a different finger and then get back up here, so I'd recommend persevering with that first finger bend. After you've done that bend, don't sound the release and then play it again. Then bend the 15 up, 15 on the B, one step, and then play it again unbent. And then go 12 on the B, 14 on the G, 12 on the B. And then finish off that little sequence with 14 again on the G, 12 on the B, and then bend 15 again on the B. This time we're going almost a tone and a half. So putting all of that a little bit together, we've got... And putting it together with the start of the solo, it's... We then move down to this lick. So we're bending up a step, the 12th fret on the E string, and then when we're up the top there we're going to pick it again and release. We're then going to play 10, 12 on the E string, and then 10, 12, 10 on the E string again, and then 12 on the B string this time. Play the 12th fret on the B string again, vibrato. And finish with that slide up again from the 10th fret on the E string. We then play, which is 7 on the B to 10 on the E, back to 7 on the B, and then to 9 on the E, vibrato. So in sequence there we've got and that's 12 on the E, 12 on the B, 10 on the E. So from the beginning. And now the next lick is going to be so what we're doing there is we're picking 10 again on the E, 10 again on the E, and then 12 on the E. We're going to hold it for just a fraction of a second, and then we're going to bend it up, but we're not going to pick again, so it's going to be then we're going to pick it when it's at the top of the bend and release. And then we're going to play 12 twice on the B string. Usually when you play two notes in a row that are on the same fret but different strings, you would roll with the tip of your finger, but because we're coming down from this release, it's very hard to then get that finger on there, so I bring this finger across and play that B string, so like this. And then a bit of vibrato. Next lick is more like an Albert King lick than a B.B. King lick, but that's what he does, and it goes like this. So we've come off of this. So just a simple rundown on position 1, so 7 on the E string, 10, 7 on the B string, pull off from 9 to 7 on the G string, and then 9 on the D string, back to 7 on the G, a little bit of vibrato, finish by pulling off from 9 to 7 on the D string. Then we come back up to here and we do this lick. doing there is we're back on the 14th fret of the B string. And we're going to bend up half a step like we did previously in this solo, but this one's a slightly longer bend. We're going to not rush it quite as much. So whereas before we had, this time we've got. So bend that up half a step, then play it again unbent. 12 on the B, 14 on the G, 12 on the B. Vibrato. And then so lost myself a bit there. Let's go back from the beginning of that. So bend, play again unbent, 12, 14, 12, and then 14 on the G, 12 on the B, 15 on the B, and then play 12 twice on the E. And then go back to bending the 15 up one step, and then play it again unbent, and slide up a little bit if you can. Let's pull that together. So and then approaching the end, we're going to go. So take the 12th fret on the E string, bend it up twice, and then play it a third time unbent, vibrato, and then 10, 12, then bend it two more times. So and on that last bend we're going to sound it coming down just a little bit. So just as it's coming down, move to the 10th fret and then pick that. And then pick the 12th fret on the B string just once. Right, there's one more lick to go, but I'm just going to go recap the whole thing quickly because timing is the tricky bit with this. It's not so much knowing the notes, it's knowing the feel. So I'm going to play a slightly slower version of the whole thing. So. And then to finish, we've got exactly the same as what we did a few licks ago. And that's it, that's the song. So that's just, again, to repeat what that is, that's 7 on the E, 10, 7 on the B, 9 to 7, pull off on the G, 9 on the D, back to 7 on the G, and then finish with pulling off from 9 to 7 on the D. So one last time, whole solo, nice and slow, is going to be... that's it. I can never tell when I finish these how clear that's been. I'll watch the video, and if it's really awful, just do it again, I guess. But I think that's okay. Yeah, good luck. If you've got any questions, let me know. Backing track and part 1 are both on my page, so have a look for those if you need them, and I'll see you for the next one. Thank you. Bye.